Good morning and welcome to Georgia Romance Writers, the Moonlight Magnolias Writing Conference. I'm here with my friend Constance Gillam, and we're going to learn a little bit about her writing career. We do have a long history. We've both been in Georgia Romance Writers.
Don't say how long. We've been here a long time.
A long time. Long enough to know better, and we're still here, still excited about writing. But Connie, tell me about your writing career, where you are today.
A very long journey. A lot of it, most of it was about learning the craft. Kind of a steep curve for me because I'm a left-brainer. I'm a scientist by nature, and it was very hard for me to let go of that, being very analytical and being more emotional. And I'm still working on the emotional part. I had a book, which was a book that was written about the Lakota Indians, fictional, and I had a number of editors that were interested in it, and then at the last minute, they said, well, we just don't know how to market that. So at that time, the self-pub publication was just starting, so I thought, you know what, let me put this up and see how it does. And the book was never really meant to be a series. I mean, it was Lakota Dreaming, and I ended up putting it out. I loved the book. I came up with a sequel. I came up with a sequel, and then I just released the third book in the series earlier this year, and it's called Under Cover of Night. And is that upside down?
No, it's going to look perfect when we record. So okay. Under Cover of Night.
Under Cover of Night. That's the third book in the series. The book is about a tribal police officer on a Lakota Indian reservation. His female love interest, which doesn't start off as a love interest, is an African-American woman who travels from New York. She's looking for information about a deceased ancestor, and she comes on the reservation, fish out of water kind of scenario, comes on the reservation, and she butts heads immediately with the tribal police officer. And so he's trying to get her off the reservation. She's determined she's going to stay. And so, they have an attraction. So.
Well, we are a romance group, so a little attraction is probably a good thing for us. And this is
book three.
Book three. Excellent. So there are two other great books before this one.
This one, Lakota Dreaming and Lakota Blood Moon. And this one is Under Cover of Night, obviously. So, yeah.
Did you have a fourth book that was not necessarily related?
I have a historical prequel, which tells about Zora, that's the female protagonist, tells about her ancestor and how she ended up, because she was an escaped slave, and she ended up on this Lakota reservation.
Excellent. So Connie, tell us really quickly about what's coming up in the future, some changes in your writing career.
Yeah, I have a book coming out called The Hookup Dilemma, which is a rom-com that's coming out in November 16th. And it's actually, my agent says to her, it reads more like a women's fiction with a really strong romantic element. And it has some funny moments. It's about family. It's about preserving history and preserving a neighborhood, and two very different male and female protagonists that feel that they have to preserve what's part of their family. And so, of course, you'd think that somebody has to lose, but actually it worked out that both of them won.
No spoilers, no spoilers. So in November, we're now in the beginning of October, and some of you might be watching this later. So The Hookup Dilemma, it's got a great cover.
Thank you.
We'll probably also see it in Barnes & Noble and other retailers.
Barnes & Noble, Target, and Walmart.
Okay, and we'll see that all end of this year and into next year. So we're talking with writer, Constance Gillam, and some of her books are currently available. Another book soon to be released, and we're really excited about both your original series and that saga, and then this new romantic comedy and family saga with women's fiction, and learning about how two people come together, and love is always the right answer.
Yeah, that's it.
Great. Well, thanks for listening. How can we find you online?
I have a website, www.constancegillam.com. I'm on Instagram as authorlady514, and I'm on Twitter, not very much, but I'm on Twitter with the handle at Connie Gillam.
Excellent. Thanks, Connie. And I hope everyone watching is as excited about these books as I am, and we'll talk to you soon.